Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Badger's Exam Prep. My name is Naveen, and today I will be taking you through the schedule. I'll help you with the schedule, how to prepare for QA, CAT QA in the next 12 months. So, yeah, good afternoon, Varun. Good afternoon, Dev. Varun, if you are facing difficulty in accuracy of snap, what you have to do is you have to quickly select the questions that you are comfortable with, which means a lot of practice is required. Okay, especially in LR, you have to be very, very quick. Encoding, decoding directions, questions based on blood relations. Be very quick with it and solve it as if, you know, I mean, your life depends on it. So you have to be very quick. You can't be, very complacent, as in solve a question, फिर अंगड़ाइया ले रहे हैं, then you move over to the next question. Okay. So be very quick. That's how you will be able to attempt more and your score will increase. And with practice, of course, accuracy will come. Okay. So let's look at what kind of QA score is required to get what percentile. Then we will see what all things are required to master QA. Okay. So in order to get a 99.5 percentile, a score of 40 was required in last year CAT. This year also our expectation is somewhere around 40, depending on different slots, but overall it is going to remain around 40. Okay. For a 99 percentile, you require a 34 in 2021 CAT. This year itself, it's going to be around 34, 35. In order to get a 95 percentile, you needed a score of 24. So since there are a total of 22 questions, so which accounts for 66 marks. And for 66 marks, the half of 66 is 33, right? So if you approximately solve half of the questions correctly, you can attain a 99 percentile very easy. Just half mark. 66 marks is 33 lete ho. You will be 98 plus. Okay, not necessarily 99, but 98 plus the percentile will be there. So is it like the paper is very difficult? Is it like the section QA is very lengthy, or is it very the questions are very lengthy, very difficult to solve? No, not really. It's not that. It's the exam temperament, and normally every question is based on the application of formulas and the concepts rather than direct formulas. Direct formula questions will be there, but very few of them. Okay. So if you want to master QA, you should know one and only one thing, that is application of concepts. If you are good with application of concepts, you will be able to crack QA very easily. Okay. Do not try to solve 18 questions, 17 questions, 20 questions in your QA sections. Don't do that. Unless and until you have been doing that for the past 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 mocks. Unless and until you are not been doing that, if you have been solving only 10 questions or 12 questions in the mocks before your CAT exam, so you should max attempt 15, 16, not more than that, because more you try to attempt, your accuracy is going to fall anyways. Okay. Now comes in the question that what is QA, what all things it is included, and how we can prepare a schedule regarding it. So there are 5 major areas under QA section. The 5 major areas are namely arithmetic, algebra, geometry, numbers, and modern maths. Arithmetic and algebra, they constitute something around 60% or sometimes even more of the total questions. Matlab 60% of 22 questions, right? So this is going to be approximately 14 questions that you can expect out of 22, which will be from arithmetic and algebra. यानी कि arithmetic algebra के लिए include कर लो तो 50% of the marks, as in it is very easy to score 36 marks, right? All you have to do is do 12 questions. You have 14 questions at least from here. So these two topics, they comprise or they become very, very important. And out of these two, arithmetic is the most important one. then comes in algebra. Okay, because unless and until you're not good with arithmetic, you are not good with DI, and you're not good with a major chunk of LR as well. For geometry and numbers, you get normally total of 3 to 4 questions. So I'll say 3 to 5 questions total. कितना आता है? Modern math say you get 1 to 2 questions. Okay. So this is the breakup. This has been the breakup for the past 2 years now, right? So your target is to finish arithmetic and then algebra, and then you move to the other topics, numbers, geometry, and modern maths. Okay. Within arithmetic, you have got tons of subtopics. Within algebra, you have got tons of subtopics. Okay. So I'll tell you all the subtopics under every topic, and then I'll tell you how many days are required to start from the basics, start from the scratch, and then get to the master level, as in you are good to go for your CAD exam. So when it comes to arithmetic, the first topic, it consists of percentage, ratio, and proportion. And within ratio and proportion and percentage, you have got SICI, you have got successive percentage change, you have got profit, loss, and discount, you have got adulteration, then you have got faulty weights and balances. Okay? This is under percentage. Under ratio and proportion, you have got the ratios, and then you have got averages and alligation. Then you have, which is also called mixtures and solutions. Then you have got time, speed, and distance. You have got time and work. And then there is one topic, replacement, which you can consider within arithmetic percentage part or ratio and proportion. So you can learn it from either of the two ways. So this is what arithmetic is going to be there overall. Out of these topics, profit, loss, and discount is one topic which will always be there. Okay. Averages and alligation is definitely going to be there. One among time, speed, and distance, and time and work. So one out of these topics will at least be there. Sometimes you will get question from both these topics. While other topics are not really important, you may get up to 3 questions of only profit, loss, and discount. You may get a question from SICI. SICI is not very important. You may get a question, you may not get a question. But profit, loss, and discount is the most important one. So this is what the entire arithmetic is made up of. Now, if I talk about algebra, algebra has a lot of topics. So it starts with linear and spatial equations. Then you have got quadratic, and higher degree polynomials. Then you have got maxima, minima. Then you have got AMGM. Then you have got modulus. You have got greatest integer function. Then you have got sequences and series. You have got binomial and multinomial. You have got coordinate geometry. Then you have got graphs, not really graphs. You have got inequality. And you have got miscellaneous types. So miscellaneous की जगह I'll start with log. Logarithm is there. और यहाँ रुक सकते हैं. Out of all these topics, you will definitely get a question from quadratic, okay, not necessarily high degree polynomial. You will get a question from linear and spatial equations. You get a question from logarithm. You may get a question from maxima minima or AMGM. Generally hota hai along with inequality, okay. So one out of maxima minima, AMGM or inequality will be there. You definitely get questions on modulus. You definitely get questions from sequences and series, while other topics may or may not be there. Okay. So I've underlined the important ones, and the ones that I've not underlined, that doesn't mean they're not important, as in you will not get questions from there. You may get questions from there, but the ones I have underlined, you will definitely get questions from there. So if you look at any year and any number of slots of paper, you will always find it. Okay, good afternoon, Abhiram. What do you predict 99% mark this year in CAT? Unmanned, we have already seen, we already discussed, it's going to be somewhere around 39 to 40, 41 marks. 40 marks plus minus 1. That will be what this year CAT in order to get a 99 percentile will be. Okay. हाँ, रिपीटर्स की बात करते हैं अभिषेक. तो अभी रिपीटर्स के पहले सिलेबस लिख लेते हैं, फिर रिपीटर्स की बात करते हैं. Okay. So these are the two topics. Then comes in geometry. Geometry में number of topics, they are very limited, as in you have got triangles, and then you have got circles, you have got quadrilaterals, you have got polygons and regular polygons. And then you have got two-dimensional and three-dimensional mensuration. This is your entire geometry. Okay. Out of these, you will definitely get questions from triangles. You will definitely get question from a circle and or a quadrilateral, and you will definitely get a question from 2D or 3D mensuration. So ये इन तीन में से at least दो के तो questions रहते ही रहते हैं. Geometry का एक question कभी नहीं होता. It's always 2 or 3 questions. Okay. Now the next topic that we have is numbers. अब numbers vast है. Vast as in there are infinite types of questions that you can come across. So in the case of numbers, you have got odd, even. You have got prime, co-prime, and composite. Then you have got factors. You have factorials. Then you have got remainders. Then you have quotient. Then you have got base system. Factors, factorials, base system. And within these, you have got a very small topics. For example, divisibility rule, and then how to use co-prime to solve linear equations. how do you solve questions on Chinese remainder theorem, how do you solve questions on factorials का remainder, and so on and so forth. तो इसी के अंदर बहुत आता है. So if I say you have got Euler's-Torsion theorem, it will come under factors. If I talk about Little-Fermat's theorem, it will come under remainders, right? If I tell you Euler's remainder theorem, it will come under remainder. So remainder itself is vast. Factors is very, very vast. Okay, factorials, it's not vast, it's limited, but a little difficult to get a hang of it. Base system is one topic that you do not get much questions on. There is one more thing, last n digits of a number. Here n may be 1, 2, 3 and so on. So out of these, if somebody asks, kiska question aayega? There is nothing concrete. You may get not even a single question from remainders. You may not get even a single question from factorials. मतलब कब किससे आएगा कुछ नहीं पता होता numbers topic में. That's why it becomes difficult to have a very good grasp over this topic. Reason being, the types of questions are unlimited, literally unlimited, and it's very time consuming to master this. और उसके बाद भी शायद एक question आए in the entire paper. Right? For example, this year, first slot, there was only one question on numbers, which also did not look like numbers. I mean, it did not matter if you have done all of this and if you have solved 500 questions from numbers. The question that we got in first slot was something that you had to, put in the values and solve. That was the easiest way to solve that question. Anyways, after numbers, the next topic we have is higher maths, and higher maths, it consists of two topics. One is permutation and combination, the other is probability. There is one more part of higher maths, which is set theory, which we generally cover in DI, LR, DI. So PNC probability का भी कुछ fix है, कोई fix नहीं. You may get 3 questions from PNC and probability combined, or you may not give it even a single question from here. But still, you should be studying this and study this as soon as possible. So these are the 5 topics: arithmetic, algebra, geometry, numbers, higher maths. I've underlined the topics, subtopics under which you will definitely get questions. Okay. ठीक है, अब एक काम करते हैं. Let's try to understand कि कितने questions actually चाहिए. Sorry, कितना time चाहिए cover करने के लिए. Okay. So if you start with currently it's just first week of December has just passed. So if you start with arithmetic, let's say from tomorrow onwards, if you make that schedule, so December se leke, you will need somewhere around 1.5 months. So ज़्यादा चाहिए होगा. नहीं, I think January end तक you will be able to do it. Okay. Then comes in algebra. If you pick algebra in the month of February, you will take exactly 2 months to finish this. Then you pick up numbers. If you pick up numbers, you will take around a month time to finish this. Do not give a lot of time to this topic numbers, okay? Because 6 महीने दे दो आप numbers topic को. हर दिन 10-10, 100-100 question करो numbers के. It is never enough. Okay? So only give that much of time so that you are able to solve simple questions. You know how to stereotype a question and get the answer. So आपको जुगाड़ आना चाहिए numbers के questions को solve करने के लिए. Anything beyond that will be just good for your ego and good for your overconfidence, but it will not be very good for your exam. Okay, because a lot of students, they start loving this topic numbers, and then they spend months and months on trying to bring perfection in this topic. एंड एग्जाम में एक क्वेश्चन आएगा, तो पूरा टाइम वेस्ट हुआ ना, तो नहीं करने का. Worst case, you will get 2 to 3 questions from numbers. So anyways, we are not targeting 22 out of 22, right? It's extremely difficult. Extremely difficult मतलब लाख में एक बच्चा करता होगा 22 questions attempt और उसमें से 20 सही होते होंगे. It's that difficult. लाख में एक. Okay, this topic becomes the most difficult exams, more difficult than your UPSC, or IITs और NET, उससे भी डिफिकल्ट हो जाता. ठीक है, तो उधर नहीं जाना है. देन यू हैव गॉट ज्योमेट्री. ज्योमेट्री विल टेक अ मंथ, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं लगेगा. एंड देन कम्स इन हायर मैथ्स. अगेन यू शुड नॉट स्पेंड मोर देन 2 weeks to 3 weeks. Okay, so I'll say max June tak, nothing beyond that. So if you start your preparation starting tomorrow, given around 7 weeks to arithmetic, 8 weeks to algebra, 4 weeks to numbers, 4 weeks to geometry, and 3 weeks at most to higher maths, your syllabus is going to be over, and very easily over, along with what we have discussed in this schedule as per the LRDI, the next 12 months वाला जो सेशन था. तो आप जून तक कवर कर सकते हो. Now, why is it important to cover all the topic and the concepts of quant by June? Because after that comes practice. Because the mocks will start somewhere around in the month of May, June, okay, depending upon which test series you have taken. So once it starts, you really would not want to miss out on the types of questions you are getting. And every time you will write a mock, you will come across like 10 questions which may be very new to you. So you have to practice those types of questions. You have to practice those questions, right? तो उसके लिए ये टाइम चाहिए. And also by the time your mock starts, somewhere in the month of April or May, you should be done with your 2 very important topics. ताकि एक मॉक में कुछ तो अटेम्प्ट करोगे भाई. अगर मई जून तक अरिथमेटिक ही कर रहे हैं, आराम से कर रहे हैं कि पूरी जिंदगी बची है भाई तो MBA करने के लिए, वो सोच के कर रहे हो, तो होगा ये कि when the mocks are going to start and if you are not even done with arithmetic, now what will happen? मॉक में आप क्वेश्चन क्या सॉल्व करोगे? आप कर तो दोगे, but have you read about it? Because if you make mistake, you will have an excuse for yourself. अरे पढ़ा थोड़ी है, गलत तो होना था, और सही हो गया तो सही हो गया. So you will never be able to capitalize on the score and make your score something which is going to be kind of a fixed thing. So score हमेशा फ्लक्चुएट करते रहेगा और हमेशा डर बैठा रहेगा. सर ये स्कोर ना अभी मेरे को 25 स्कोर आया, सर अगले मॉक में ना मेरे को 9 स्कोर आया, सर मेरे को फिर 30 आ गया. क्या सही क्या गलत कर रहे हो पता भी नहीं चलेगा. So it's very important that if you should be done with arithmetic and algebra, 2 very important and major chunk of QA by by the beginning of April max, so that when mock start you can attempt at least 50% of the questions. इतना ही करके 99 percentile आ जाएगा. So from the very first mock, everyone who start their preparation tomorrow onwards can get a 99 percentile in the month of May. पहला मॉक जब भी होगा, अप्रैल में जून जब भी होता है, तो आपको उधर ही 99 आना शुरू हो जाएगा पहले मॉक से. पर उसके लिए आपको कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा. एंड व्हेन आई एम सेइंग यू नीड दीज मेनी वीक्स, सो चाहिए होंगे, यू विल नीड 30 days, 60 days, and so on and so forth. Now, how many days, how many hours per day you are required to really study? Well, that is not fixed. Again, like in LRDI, here the same thing goes. You shouldn't actually be like कि अभी अपन 2 बजे बैठेंगे और 6 बजे उठेंगे पढ़ के. ऐसे नहीं करना है. You should be like, I am going to solve, let's say, 50 questions. If you are able to solve those 50 questions within 4 hours, 3 hours में खत्म कर लिया 50 questions, तो ठीक है, बहुत अच्छी बात है. 50 जैसे ही खत्म हो, उठ जाओ. So you should not look at the clock. You may finish 50 questions in 3 hours. You may finish 50 questions in 5 hours. So question का target बनाना है. And as always, I'm a very staunch believer of this, that no matter what, you should be able to sit continuously for at least 2 hours starting now. You should be able to sit for 5 to 6 hours at a stretch. 5 to 6 hours at a stretch, आप बोलोगे सर हम बैठते हैं, नहीं, केवल बैठना नहीं है. You should have full concentration on one thing. बैठने का तो 4 4 घंटे बैठते होगे, ओटीटी में बिंज वॉच करते होगे, राइट? इट्स नॉट अबाउट दैट. लेकिन बीच में फोन देखते होगे, बीच में वॉशरूम जाते होगे. यू कांट रियली डू ऑल ऑफ दिस इन योर कैट एंड जैड एग्जाम, राइट? 2 hours, 3.5 hours के एग्जाम में आप ब्रेक नहीं ले सकते ना उधर. सो यू हैव टू मेक योर बॉडी built like that, so that you can sit continuously for 4 hours without having any backache, without having any headache. Okay, so सबसे पहला पार्ट तो वो है. पढ़ाई और कॉन्सेप्ट्स और ये सब बाद में आता है, सारा स्केड्यूल बाद में आता है. 2 घंटे लगातार अगर कम से कम नहीं बैठ सकते स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम योर फर्स्ट डे, तो आप बहुत बुरी हालत में. ओके, एग्जाम में दिस हैपेंस टू ऑलमोस्ट एवरी स्टूडेंट हु राइट मॉक्स, द इनिशियल मॉक्स. दे लीव द लास्ट सेक्शन. क्यूए छोड़ ही देंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि 40 minutes and 40 minutes ऑफ VARC एंड DI, राइट, 80 minutes जो होते हैं करीब करीब सवा घंटे में, उनकी पीठ दर्द कर जाती है. सर सवा घंटे बैठने में मुश्किल हो रहा, 2 घंटे कैसे बैठेंगे? 40 minutes और नहीं बैठा जाता. सो बैठा जाता है. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट फिजिकली, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट कि बैठ के कुछ सॉल्व भी करना है, कुछ पढ़ना है. नहीं, बैठ ही नहीं पा रहे, आदत ही छूट चुकी है. ओके, सो एंड व्हेन आई एम सेइंग sitting for 1.5 hours, you guys must be writing your college exams. पर कॉलेज एग्जाम में इधर उधर देख रहे हो और आराम से लिख रहे हो. 1 घंटे के एग्जाम है, 2 घंटे के एग्जाम है. दैट्स ए कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट सिनेरियो. वहां पर आप ब्रेक ले सकते हो. ओके, यू मे गो टू द वॉशरूम. Okay, you may be like, okay, you can stretch your hands and legs and look around for a couple of minutes. Competitive exams, you really do not have 2 minutes to spare doing all of that. Okay, now repeaters पे आते हैं. Now since who asked? Abhishek. हाँ, सो अभिषेक, रिपीटर्स के लिए ये है, यू नीड टू आस्क योरसेल्फ. सो एनी रिपीटर हु इज लिसनिंग, प्लीज आस्क योरसेल्फ, out of all the things that I have written, first of all, there are 5 topics. Out of these 5 topics, all the subtopics that I have written, arithmetic, algebra, geometry, numbers, and higher maths, how many have you done? If you are a repeater, trust me, if you are a repeater, you haven't completed all of this. You may have done 3 topics out of these 5 topics very seriously. 2 topics छोड़ दिया होगा. Maybe if you are a repeater, you are not a student from science or maths background. You left maths after your 10th standard, so you have not necessarily done this topic algebra very seriously. Algebra में छोटा मोटा इधर उधर से कुछ कुछ पढ़ लिया. That's it, you have done. And if that's the case, that you have somehow managed to cover algebra, not really interested in it and really don't understand, then I truly believe that you are not very quick with calculation in arithmetic also, which is a very very key part, very important thing when it comes to quant as well as LRDI. तो आपका अरिथमेटिक और अलजेब्रा ही आपको फेल करवा रहा है, इसीलिए आप रिपीट मोड पे गए हो. ओके, हाँ, if you are a repeater only because you are about to get somewhere around 94-95 percentile this year and you really are targeting 99, then this syllabus part is not for you. The only thing that is important for you is the mocks, building a strategy. How should you attempt a mock? How should you attempt a section? How many rounds should you go with it? In the first round, which questions you need to select? Okay, so there are rules and there are different strategies. For that, you need to get in touch with your mentor only after you are done writing somewhere around 6 to 7 mocks. पहले 5 mocks तो मान के चलो कि वो वैसा होता है, दूध भात होता है, मतलब उसकी कोई वैल्यू नहीं होती है. You are still experimenting. You still are scared of the mocks. वंस यू गेट अ हैंग ऑफ इट कि 5-6 मॉक्स दे दिए हैं, ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट आई एम गेटिंग, एंड मेकिंग श्योर इन दोज 5 or 6 मॉक्स कि तुक्का नहीं मार के आ रहे, वॉट एवर यू आर अवेयर ऑफ कि उतना ही कर लो भाई। इफ यू नो 5 क्वेश्चंस इन क्वांट आउट ऑफ 22, 5 ही करके आओ। पर जस्ट बिकॉज कि 5 क्वेश्चन मतलब 15 नंबर आएंगे, सब मेरे पे थू थू करेंगे कि यार कितना खराब स्कोर है, इस डर से instead of 5 questions, if you are targeting 12 and 15 questions, okay, and still you're going to get 15 to 20 marks only, because you'll make so many mistakes, you would know that only after result comes in, right? तो उससे ना आपके मेंटर, दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि गलती कहां हो रही है, बिकॉज उनको क्या दिख रहा है, सपोज यू हैव नॉट डन अलजेब्रा, सो व्हाट दे सी, यार अलजेब्रा के क्वेश्चंस बच्चा कभी सही करता है और सेम टॉपिक सेम अलजेब्रा का ही सेम तरह का क्वेश्चन नेक्स्ट मॉक में गलत कर देता है। क्यों करता है? क्योंकि आपने तुक्का मारा था। तो हमें कैसे पता चलेगा, मेंटर्स को कैसे पता चलेगा इफ यू आर रियली गुड एट इट और यू आर बैड एट इट? ठीक है, ये सिली मिस्टेक तो समझ में आ जाता है, ठीक है। 42 into 3 की जगह 43 into 2 कर दिया, ये सब सिली मिस्टेक्स हैं, ये हो जाते हैं एग्जाम्स में, सबसे होते हैं, ओके। पर ये कॉन्सेप्ट वाले इश्यूज जो हैं, अ मेंटर विल नॉट बी एबल टू फिगर इट आउट। तो इसीलिए द मॉक्स दैट यू आर गोइंग टू राइट, इफ यू आर ए रिपीटर, जो अभी पहली बार देंगे वो तो ये गलती करेंगे, मैं कितनी मना कर दूं, उनका हाथ पकड़ के रखो मॉक के टाइम पे, तब भी वो गलती करेंगे कि वो तुक्का मार कर ही आएंगे। बट इफ यू आर ए रिपीटर, यू नो एग्जैक्टली कि व्हाट इज द लेवल ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, किसमें तुक्का, किस एग्जाम में तुक्का चलता है, किस में नहीं चलता है। एनमैट में तो चलना ही है, यू रियली कांट मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, राइट? पर कैट में तो तुक्का नहीं चलता, एज एन यू शुडंट रियली गो अहेड विद इट। यू कैन एलिमिनेट द ऑप्शंस, and then maybe when you're left with 2 options, and if you really think you are not able to cross over to the cutoff, तो आप शायद 2-3 तुक्के मार सकते हो, राइट? वो भी कैट एग्जाम में। तो मॉक्स में आपको तुक्के नहीं मारने, 4 क्वेश्चन ही करो, 5 ही करो, 10 ही करो, ओनली डू दोज दैट यू हैव स्टडीड एंड यू आर कॉन्फिडेंट इन। नॉट लाइक कि आई हैव नेवर स्टडीड पीएनसी प्रोबेबिलिटी, आई एम एन आर्ट स्टूडेंट, लेट्स से पीएनसी प्रोबेबिलिटी पता ही नहीं है क्या होता है, 10th स्टैंडर्ड तक था भी नहीं और उसके बाद भी नहीं पढ़ा, और मॉक में मैं उस पर सॉल्व किए जा रहा हूं। कहां से मेरे को नॉलेज आया कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? तो गलत है ना, मैं झूठ बोल रहा हूँ खुद से, just because I need to boast about my score to my parents or your peers and friends. ये तो बहुत गलत है। So if you have studied it, then attempt it. If you have not studied it, don't attempt it. And then take those 5 to 7 mocks ka score to your mentors, whoever your mentor is. That mentor will look at your scores and in which topic, किस question में क्या गलती करी है, कितना time लिया था. Once they look into it, they have their own approaches. Then they know exactly कि कहाँ गलती कर रहे हो and how, what should you do in order to improve. Got it, Abhishek? तो 5 to 6 mocks करने का है, उसके बाद अपना स्कोर कार्ड लेके मेंटर्स के पास पहुंचना है। अरिथमेटिक में these many questions had come, I attempted these many, इतने सही हो गए, जो गलत हुए उसमें से सिली मिस्टेक्स कितने थे। सेम गोज फॉर अलजेब्रा, सेम गोज फॉर नंबर्स, ज्योमेट्री, हायर मैथ, सारे टॉपिक्स का एक आप अपना शीट बनाओगे in your notebook, in your register, and then send the screenshot or take it with your mentor. Okay. I am in BCom first year CAT 20, but can I give credit just to check my knowledge? No, Tisha, you shouldn't. So, Tisha, what happens is when you enter the exam hall, they will take your, they'll take the scan of your eye and your fingerprint. And suppose when the exam form comes in, you have to write in, you have to select, not write in, you have to select what is your target year. So, as in, when is your graduation going to get over? इसी साल का एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. Suppose my graduation is going to get over in the year 2024. ठीक है, 2024 में ग्रेजुएशन ओवर होने वाला है और मेरे को सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा 2024 में, एंड देन ओनली सपोज आई गेट द सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ पासिंग इन द ईयर 2024 का जून का मंथ, आफ्टर द माय सेमेस्टर एग्जाम्स आर डन. उसके बाद फिर आई गेट इनटू एन एमबीए कॉलेज समवेयर इन अगस्त सितंबर, 1 महीने का ब्रेक मिल जाता है. So I'm only eligible for CAT 2023 CAT because CAT 2023 year का जो CAT होगा next year का, I will be able to write the exam. The result will come in a month's time, and the interview process will keep on happening. In the meantime, I will be finishing my last semester of my graduation, and then once that is done, parallelly मेरा graduation भी complete हो गया, मेरे interviews भी हो गए, and then I'll move to my MBA college, right? If I am a fresher. Now, if I am going to write CAT this year, मतलब 2022 में मैं टारगेट कर रहा होता क्योंकि 24 में मेरा ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट होने वाला है. तो अभी क्या होगा, फॉर्म में आई हैव टू राइट व्हेन माय ग्रेजुएशन इज गोइंग टू गेट ओवर. सो देयर इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी एन ऑप्शन फॉर 2024. ऑप्शन ही नहीं होगा क्योंकि 2024 एलिजिबल ही नहीं है, क्योंकि आप इस साल कैट लिख रहे हो 2022 के नवंबर में. So don't you think you will have to get into the MBA college in the month of July or not July, August, September 2023 में? So ना उसका ड्रॉप डाउन में ऑप्शन ही नहीं होता. तो आप क्या करोगे, आप वहां पर लिखोगे कि योर टारगेट एज इन योर ग्रेजुएशन इज गेट ओवर इन 2023. 2024 की जगह झूठ बोलोगे एक साल पहले. द मोमेंट यू लाई देयर एंड वंस यू एंटर द एग्जाम हॉल, तो वहां पर क्या होता है ना कि दे चेक, समटाइम्स दे चेक योर फिंगरप्रिंट, फिर रेटिना का स्कैन करते हैं. अब ये तो चेंज नहीं हो सकता ना. नेक्स्ट ईयर कैट के फॉर्म में नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू लाई एंड से कि नो माय टारगेट ईयर एज ए ग्रेजुएशन इज गोइंग टू गेट ओवर इन 2024. दे विल वेरीफाई इट, और वो वेरीफाई हो गया. एंड इफ यू आर कॉट कि यू लाइड द प्रीवियस टाइम, doesn't matter you did not take admission but you did lie once in their application, so that will be a problem. Even if you clear with 100 percentile and if they catch you doing that पहले भी कैट लिखा था झूठ बोल के, तो वो आपको बार कर देंगे. As in they will discard your result and you will not be eligible to get into a college. Okay, so don't do that. No, unmanned, you can't. वो जब चेक होता है ना, बिकॉज योर रेटिना स्कैन इज नॉट गोइंग एनीवेयर, वो चेंज नहीं होता लाइफ टाइम, है ना. तो फिर वो तो पकड़ में आ जाओगे, आ सकते हो. आई एम सेइंग नॉट आ जाओगे. दे डू नॉट वेरीफाई एवरी टाइम कि लास्ट ईयर जितने लोगों ने निकाला उसका रेटिना स्कैन इस ईयर के साथ मैच करो, नहीं. बट दिस if they do that, and if they found out that last year you said you are going to get done with graduation in 2023, अब की बार 2024 करके आ रहे हो, झूठ बोला आपने. Doesn't matter the previous life was just for the sake of experiencing CAT exam. It's not about that. आपने झूठ बोला है ना, तो वो क्या कारण था, they don't care. Exactly ये होता है ना, अगर आपने झूठ बोला है तो किस कारण से बोला है, सामने वाले को फर्क भी नहीं पड़ता और ना पढ़ना चाहिए. Same should be with you. कि आपसे कोई झूठ बोल रहा है, वाई डू यू केयर, कि उनको अच्छा लग रहा था, प्रेशर में थे, जान बचानी थी. झूठ बोला, ठीक है, तो नहीं करना. अनमैन्ड, व्हाट एम आई सेइंग, अगर उन्होंने चेक किया और पकड़े गए तो उसके बाद कोई सुनवाई नहीं है. अगर पकड़ा तो, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दे डू इट every time and they do it for every student, पर अगर पकड़ में आ गया ना, कोई सुनवाई नहीं. उस समय रोते रह जाओगे, पैर पकड़ लोगे, नाक रगड़ लोगे, वो कुछ नहीं कर सकते. फोन पे कितना नाक रगड़ लोगे वैसे, है ना. I'm not saying they don't verify, they do verify. ठीक है. See, once they reject you, do they tell you as to what is the reason for rejection? पता रहता है क्या, वो बता देते हैं क्या कि भैया तुम्हारा नाम 10th खराब था. They don't give you the reason for rejection, right? You get a good CAT percentile, but you did not get call from any of the IIMs. What is the reason? आपको 98 percentile आया, IIMs ने कॉल ही नहीं करा, कारण क्या? कट ऑफ था, डिसेंट था 10th 12th ग्रेजुएशन. क्या उनको आपका फोटो पसंद नहीं आया, आपका सिग्नेचर पसंद नहीं आया, आप जिस जगह से वो पसंद नहीं आया, आपका नाम पसंद नहीं आया? दे डोंट गिव यू द रीजन, राइट? इट्स ऑल स्पेकुलेशन. हाउ डू वी नो कि यू नीड 99 परसेंटाइल के आसपास या थोड़ा अबव टू गेट इनटू एफएमएस? हाउ डू वी नो दिस? एफएमएस ने लिख के दिया है कि बेटा तुम्हें 99 लाना पड़ेगा हमारे पास आने के लिए, ये तो रिजल्ट से पता चलता है। स्पेकुलेशन है सारी चीजें, ठीक है, ऑब्जर्वेशन, इतने लोगों का हुआ, जिनका हुआ उनका प्रोफाइल चेक करा और फिर स्पेकुलेट करा क्यों आया इनको, और जिनको नहीं आया उधर भी चेक करा, क्योंकि वो तो नहीं बताते मेल पे कि दिस इज द रीजन फॉर रिजेक्शन। गॉट इट? सो देयर हैव बीन स्टूडेंट्स जिनका रिजेक्ट हो गया है इवन दो दे हैड गुड, आई एम नॉट सेइंग ब्रिलियंट, बट गुड प्रोफाइल, गुड कैट परसेंटाइल, एवरीथिंग, फिर भी रिजेक्शन हो गया। एंड आई हैव हैड स्टूडेंट्स जहां पर कि उन बच्चों ने 2 बार दिया था कैट, वंस इन देयर फर्स्ट ईयर एंड देन इन देयर सेकंड ईयर, और सेकंड एंड थर्ड ईयर दे वर इन नॉर्मल ग्रेजुएशन और इंजीनियरिंग, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन 3 साल का या 4 साल का ग्रेजुएशन है, और उनको नहीं आया कॉल। क्यों नहीं आया? सब तो बढ़िया चल रहा है। तो वो नहीं बोलेंगे ना कि बेटा तुमने गलती करी है, वो तो आप खुद ही समझ में आ जाएगा आपको कि क्या करा है, तो मत करना ये। No, Aniket, that question is not wrong. That question is perfectly fine. आप वो जो 4 बार ग्राफ्स थे फॉर फीमेल एंड मेल, उसमें से जस्ट पिक अप फीमेल एंड ड्रॉ अ टेबल। टाइम लगेगा समझने में, ओके? ड्रॉ द टेबल। इस ईयर में, इस एज ग्रुप में दीज मेनी पीपल आर देयर, देन नेक्स्ट में इतने हैं, एंड इफ यू लुक एट द नंबर्स यू विल रियलाइज दैट वो गलत क्वेश्चन नहीं है, एकदम सही क्वेश्चन है, अच्छा क्वेश्चन है। And according to what should be 99 percentile this year for CAT? The overall? या QA की बात कर रहे हो? If you're talking overall, for a 99 percentile, you would need a score of around, I believe, 120 plus 99 के लिए overall. और 99.9 के लिए you will need around 135, 140 के आसपास। ओके, देखो अगेन, व्हाई एम आई सेइंग आसपास? व्हाई कांट इट बी लाइक 119 पे आ जाएगा? क्योंकि जब तक रिजल्ट नहीं आता हम नहीं कह सकते ना, हम तो प्रीवियस ईयर के रिजल्ट के साथ ही कंपेयर कर सकते हैं और बता सकते हैं कि हाँ वो लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी इतना स्कोर पे 99, इस बार ये डिफिकल्टी लेवल तो इतने स्कोर पे 99। उनका फिक्स तो नहीं है कि इतने स्कोर पे 99 ही आना है, परसेंटाइल है, इट्स नेवर फिक्स्ड, राइट? Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's solve a couple of questions and understand, you know, CAT में किस तरह के QA के questions आते हैं. For example, due to 20% reduction in the price of tea, a consumer can buy 100 grams more tea than before on spending rupees 200. What is the reduced price of tea? अब ये question जो है कुछ लोगों के लिए है कि सर हाँ I will be able to do it. They'll write down the equations, take some variables, solve it. Second type of people, second type of students, they'll be like, okay, 20% reduction means there should be percentage increase in the volume. Price में increase है तो volume में increase होगा. If they understand this part, especially if you are a repeater, you will know what is happening here. क्योंकि आपने पढ़ लिया पहले concept. And then they will get it. Then there are going to be third level of students. Third level मतलब कि lazy. They'll be like, क्या करना है इसमें? They're asking us the reduced price. So price तो कुछ होगा. 20% reduction हो रहा है. So the reduced price is going to be 0.8p. And 0.8p जो भी number होगा, ये एक value होगी जो कि table of 8 में आता है. 8 की table में जो number आता है वो आंसर है. खत्म. यही सोचेगा वो. And this is the approach which makes a huge difference between somebody who's at a 95, 90 percentile and a 99 percentile. बाकी लोग सोच रहे हैं कि मैं स्टेप लिखूंगा, प्लस इधर जाके माइनस होगा, मल्टीप्लाई इधर जाके डिवाइड, मैं हर स्टेप लिखूंगा तब जाके मेरा आंसर सही आएगा. एंड दूसरे बच्चे होंगे दे विल बी लाइक कि क्या करना है स्टेप से, कौन देख रहा है, स्टेप मार्किंग है क्या? मैं तो अगर मेरे को क्वेश्चन देखा हुआ है और मेरे को अगर आंसर याद है, मैं तब भी टिक कर दूंगा, तब भी तो उतना ही नंबर आने हैं. बाजू वाला रगड़ा पड़ा हुआ अपना रफ शीट सॉल्व किए जा रहा है. सो यू वेरी क्विकली गेट योर आंसर इफ यू यूज कॉमन सेंस. सो हाउ कैन वी reach to this level? It's all about, first of all, understanding the concepts of arithmetic very, very seriously, understanding how percentages and multiplying factors are important, and then not solving them, but trying to understand what the numbers are going to look like. इतना कर दोगे आपको आंसर आ जाएगा, कोई और है नहीं ऑप्शन, इसीलिए। और ये मत सोचना कि व्हाट इफ के एक और नंबर होता है 8 के मल्टीपल में, होता तो होता, तब हम देखते। पहले से ही डर के बैठ जाएं कि हर क्वेश्चन मेरा ऐसा ही होगा कि बिना पेन रगड़े नहीं आएगा आंसर, वो तो हम खुद को डरा रहे, हम डरे हुए ऑलरेडी और खुद को डरा रहे। हमें भूत से डर लगता है और हम पहले से डर रहे हैं, अंधेरा हो रहा है, हर रूम का लाइट जला देते हैं, नहीं तो उस रूम का लाइट जलाने गए और अगर भूत ने हाथ पकड़ लिया, राइट? डर कहाँ है? डर एक्चुअली है नहीं, आपके मन में। ओके, सपोज इफ आई हैव टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन, Aniket, I will look into it. Can you tell me which question number was it? Unmanned, I got a 140 plus last year CAT की बात कर रहे हैं, and I was at a 99.99, 99.98 actually overall. तो 144 पे 99.98 है, तो 120 पे तो 99.9 आ जाना चाहिए। हाँ, एक्चुअली 140 पे 120 पे 99.99 आ जाना चाहिए, नॉट 99, 99.9 प्लस, इट कुड बी 99.91 टू 99.98, 99.99 तो नहीं आ रहा 120 पे, सो 99.9 प्लस हो जाना चाहिए at a score of 120. You need definitely more than 100 to get a 99. अच्छा, you're asking 99 ना? 99 almost 100 पे आ जाना चाहिए. Sorry. 99 you should get around 100. 120 पे you will cross 99.9, and 99.99 it's going to be around 144, 145. Okay, so the next question. The number of real valued solutions of the equation 2 to the power x plus 2 to the power minus x and 2 minus x minus 2 का whole square. Now, don't even try to open the bracket and try to solve. नहीं होने वाला है solve. ये होगा ही नहीं, आप कुछ भी कर लो. Okay. Again, 3 level of students. First level, the student would be like, let's open the bracket and try to solve it. Won't happen because x is in the power on the left hand side, x is in the base on the right hand side. So, आप कर ही नहीं सकते, equate ही नहीं कर सकते, right? Second level student would be like, okay, I can use AMGM. AMGM में 2 to the power x plus 2 to the power minus x is going to be greater than equal to 2. I believe everybody would be aware that a plus 1 by a is always greater than equal to 2. How is this 1 by a? 2 to the power minus x is nothing but 1 by 2 to the power x ना, तो इसको इधर से लिखना. देखो, ये भी तो समझाने के लिए, एग्जाम में तो ये सब आप कुछ नहीं लिख रहे, और अगर लिख रहे हो तो आप ये लिख भी नहीं सकते क्योंकि आपको नहीं पता है फिर. So this is going to be greater than equal to 2. Now when is it going to be equal to 2? जब ये भी 1 होगा और ये भी 1 होगा. And when are they going to be 1? They are going to be 1 at x is equal to 0. Now you will pick up the next one. अब ये वाला, ये इसका हो गया, अब इसको पिक करोगे. And you will look at 2 minus x minus 2 का whole square and you will be like, अरे, this is always less than equal to 2. Why? Because r minus p, x minus p का whole square is always less than equal to r. इतना ही होगा या इससे छोटा ही होगा. So this is going to be less than equal to 2. When is this going to be equal to 2? जब ये 0 होगा. और ये 0 कब होगा? जब x की वैल्यू 2 होगी. तो x की वैल्यू 2 पे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड is going to be something else. It's going to be more than 2. Right hand side is going to be 2. और अगर वो 2 के अलावा कुछ हो जाए तो मतलब there is always a mismatch. So the student would be like, okay, this is a mismatch. This is never going to happen. So the answer is going to be 0. तीसरा लेवल का स्टूडेंट होगा. थर्ड लेवल स्टूडेंट वुड बी लाइक वेरी सिंपल भाई, 2 to the power x प्लस 2 to the power माइनस x का ग्राफ जो है वो 2 से शुरू होगा और ये ऊपर की तरफ ऐसे जाएगा. दिस लुक्स लाइक ए पैराबोला. दिस इज नॉट एग्जैक्टली अ पैराबोला. आई मीन पैराबोला की तरह कर सकते हो पर ये एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन है. तो ग्राफ पता है लेवल 3 स्टूडेंट को कि कैसे प्रोसीड करना है. And when he's going to look at this, he'll be like कि अरे यार ये तो maximum 2 तक जाएगा, यहाँ तक जाएगा और ये ग्राफ इसका ऐसे होगा. And he'll be like कि ये कट टच ही नहीं करेंगे. The moment he realizes this, he knows that the answer is 0. So you can understand that while writing this, it may not look like I spent a lot of time, but this is not enough for a student of level 1 to actually understand what all things I have written and what all this mean when I say there is a mismatch. और level 3 student बोल रहा है कि मेरे को उससे लेना देना ही नहीं है. 2 drawing जितनी जगहों पे मिलते हैं, those many answers you get. These 2 drawings they are never going to meet. So there never be any real answer. Imaginary होगा, real तो नहीं होने वाला. असली नहीं होगा. इमेजिन कर सकते हैं कि मिल रहा है. ठीक है, इमेजिनेशन में कुछ भी हो सकता है. So you can see that, so this is a question from algebra, this is a question from arithmetic. So you can see that, how different level of students, they solve questions. So they're not using some witchcraft. They are not being a sorcerer by solving questions in 10, 15, 30 seconds. They're using the same concepts which a level 1 student is going to use. But they're not going to write down the values. They are trying to understand what happens when you have a question like this, the one that you are seeing on the screen right now, or a question related to graphs. उसको पता है कि मतलब क्या होता है और उसको वो क्या अप्लाई करेगा. So it's all about application, right? Question number 20, it was uploaded on Baiju's channel 6 days ago. The question is, how many females who were between 20 and 30 in 1980 dies between 50 and 60? Aniket, I think the answer was 30, no? For that question? नहीं? No, Varun, it remains as such. ठीक है, वो चेंज नहीं होता ईयर ऑन ईयर कि हर साल बढ़ते जा रहा है, ऐसे नहीं होता. So they did accept Varun last year 2021 के बैच के लिए they did accept. Aniket, I will look into it एक बार. I'll look into it. If there is going to be an error in the question, CAT will very quickly, send a notice saying that वो एक बार errata निकाल देता है as to this is the error in this particular slot in this particular question and what they are going to do about the marks awarded to that particular type. Okay. ठीक है. So if you guys are targeting CAT 2023, so we have a comprehensive program, curated just for you. So you get a learning tablet. And Abhishek, if you, we are going to have a session very soon on repeaters. So what should a repeater do? Okay. It's going to happen very soon, like in the next 1 week or so. So in the meantime, just chill. Don't worry about CAT exam. Write the other exams. Until January end, really don't worry if you're a repeater. January end तक सारे results आ चुके होंगे. तब टेंशन लेना कि क्या होने वाला है अगला एक साल. Are you going to get into a good MBA college of your choice or of not your choice? Or is it like you will have to actually repeat? अभी decide करके मत बैठो कुछ भी. January end तक का time दो. Relax a bit. Because worst case, if you're going to repeat next year for CAT, वो अलग तरह का marathon होगा. Tension वाला. Right? So, you get a tablet where we provide you with more than 300 engaging videos. You get live classroom sessions. You get mock tests, more than 70 of them, which are related to CAT as well as non-CAT. You get around 10,000 questions for practice. You get all the recorded lectures. You will be getting booklets on QALR, DI, and VARC. We'll help you with GDPI and VAT preparation, 12 total sessions, 12 recorded sessions and 3 live ones. And you will be given study notes, the notes that teachers write, that PDF, and previous year papers just at one online account. So if you're targeting next year CAT, please do enroll, look into it. You can download our app for free, and once you log in with your credentials, you don't have to pay anything. You can get in touch with our counselor. They will help you out with it. So 10th of December at 6 p.m. we are going to have our SNAP test 1 analysis. Okay, so we will be discussing the pattern, the section wise analysis, what was the difficulty level of each section and the entire paper, what should be your good attempts, and some of the questions that we can discuss. Okay, so make sure that you do join us at 6 p.m. on 10th December. We have also begun with our last lap to SNAP and IFT. It's going to happen every day until 9th of December, which is until tomorrow, every day at 7 p.m. And this is a complete revision that we're doing in 10 days. So please make sure that if you're targeting a SNAP or IFT or IFT, you do attend these sessions. We discuss questions and the approaches. And ZAT 2023, the coming ZAT, All India Open Mock has been notified. It's from 14 December to 23rd of December. Video solution by the faculty will be given. You will know your strengths and weaknesses. You will know your exam strategy. So it will help you a lot about your ZAT exam, just like we brought you 4 All India Open Mock CAT mocks, right? Do not forget to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. People who are live right now, make sure that you press the like button and subscribe. And if you have any doubt, you can join our Telegram channel, which is Byju's MBA Doubts, and you can download our app. The link to the app on Google Play is given in the description below. Okay. Aniket, it's up to them. Normally they remove that question, but then the overall marks will decrease, right? So it's very difficult, right? Because someone may have given 5 minutes to that question and made the correct choice as per their answer key. Somebody who was actually trying it correctly was not able to figure out the answer because they were getting cannot be determined, as you are saying, and did not mark it. So it is very difficult to actually, decide as to should they award the marks or should they leave it. Okay? So normally अगर error होता है तो nobody gets mark over there. But whatever they are going to do, they will let you know. वो proper आएगा अच्छे से कि इस क्वेश्चन में, इस स्लॉट वाले में, इस सेक्शन में ये एरर था. ठीक है? आदित्य एंड ठीक है. चलो, so that's all from my side. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure that you like the video. I'll see you soon. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.